Yeah.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Highways and Planning Committee meeting of Ashford Town Council held this evening, Monday, the 13th of May at 6:30. Any apologies for absence? Item 2.
No apologies, but we have had a resignation, Councillor McKinnon.
Right. Okay. Item 3, declarations of interest. Anybody? No. No. Good. Item 4, first public participation. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here because a friend of mine missed an appointment. He had to park in inside car park. He's a blue badge holder.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to put his mobility scooter and have enough space to get out of his car.
Yeah.
He missed an appointment because there was 2 cars parked in the 2 disabled bays. Neither of them had a blue badge. Now, this has been going on for some time, and one car in particular, a white Citroen, is parked there every day and all weekend as well, which is really not on.
No, quite agree.
Since then, I've found out quite a few people have contacted me and said that they're having the same problem.
Yeah.
The lady who does the Pilates classes, she's has problems with her clients, her disabled clients missing appointments.
Yeah.
And so I reported it to Breckland a number of times through their online reporting system, and got the same reply every time I looked into it. So I went through and filled in a corporate complaint, and I did get a reply back. But what they're saying is that they cannot enforce it at this present time. Now, I then went to the disabilities charity school and talked to them about it, and they seem to think that Breckland are possibly in breach of the Disabilities and Discrimination Act 2010. Now, this has been going on for months and months. Breckland agree that there's an abuse. They've done an audit on the car park, and it's not only the disabled parking slots. There's a lot of parking in there on double yellow lines.
There's a lot of random parking in there.
There's
lots of people in as well.
I'm not all that bothered about that, but I am bothered about my friends.
No,
Getting a car in a space where you should go.
They're there for a reason, and then especially if there is a demand for them as well.
So I'm here to ask the town council's support, really, in my campaign, whatever you want to call it, to get that abuse sorted.
Sure. Can we write to Breckland?
I think this is something that needs a little bit more than that, because I think if we write to them, yes, we can.
Yeah.
We can do support, but I think what we need to perhaps do is to start the ball rolling on a proper traffic, TRO, if you like, so that it is enforceable, and that will cost money, and it will, it's a legal process, but there's nothing to say we can't do that, is there, Ed?
No, not at all. And Vera's going to go. Here you go. But we have discussed with Breckland recently about a wider parking strategy and enforcement, because some are enforced, some are not. Let's just get it sorted, what we can do. But I'd like to explore, as the town clerk said, of pushing through a TRO. Yes, it costs money, but everything costs money. So my view is let's not do it because it costs money. Let's do it for the right reasons. So I think we should explore that and get back in touch with Breckland, and also Norfolk County Council Highway Authority. How this works. So I'm sure it happens in other parishes and towns in the county.
I'm sure that's, I haven't seen that anywhere else. I must admit, not that,
Yeah.
Well, it happens in supermarkets, like that, doesn't
Well,
it?
it does.
Private land, but it's the same problem, isn't it?
But I think we need to be seen to be acting on it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's enforceable, they've said in Dartmouth here and
Yeah.
the rest of town, but that isn't enforceable.
I know. So we need
What
to.
is that?
Why? It just hasn't ever had a legal notice put to it.
Absolutely. Brecon just looked at Queen Square.
Yeah, it was just remiss really, but not to worry, we can apply for one. What we also could do is maybe see if there is any member funding anywhere that can match fund what we might have to put in as well, because we must be coming into the year where we're at fresh funding now. So if we're getting quite early, there might be some funding available.
I mean, it is marked up as disabled.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, which is
There's nothing
useful.
of provision as it says, never mind the people abusing it.
it's-
So
I know the little Brecon are looking at it. But people, I was told somebody bought a house near there because they have a car parking space in the car park and their cars are in there 24/7. And there are others, if you go round there are others that never move.
Yeah.
And that was
Brecon were proposing a 9-hour stay on that car park. Is that ever been implemented?
No. Which is why I think we need to review it, because when it came up at Queen Square, that was fine, but it was not a holistic strategy of, because this was almost like a test in Queen Square, and it's never been resolved, and then doesn't go to the side drive and go anywhere else. So, but at the ADP board meeting, I think it was brought up, Tristan, of looking at car parking again and collectively looking at it. But yeah, it needs to be addressed.
So really, sorry, I should be sitting over there because I'm not on this. See, I'm just sitting here in the breeze. So I didn't know anything about that. It's a white citron.
It's a white citron.
Okay. I'll do some chasing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Can I just say two things? One was that I had been told by Taylor that this situation arose, and she did ask me to get some sort of like a little leaflet which just asks them not to park there for now, just as a polite request for now. Well, I don't like that. It just, yeah. Some councils do. Yeah. The other thing is, if it is effectively a private car park that Brecon own, is there any way in the meantime we could bring in an enforcement company with ANPR and get that sorted? Because that's not a huge palaver, and the company runs it. When people start seeing the notices there saying you don't have to have a TRO on a private car park, which is effectively the same as what we've got out there. People do use it, but it is effectively private as far as Brecon are concerned. You might be able to just have a sort of a quick win for now until the TRO comes into force. It's just a thought. It would definitely deter people.
Is it owned by Brecon?
It's yeah.
Mind you, would that
So
work?
they-
Hang on,
they-
would that work? Because the public use it, then
Okay,
they
so-
come and go. Yeah.
So, sorry, just following this through. So it's owned by Brecon, as is Queen Square,
Yeah.
and they've got an enforcement officer that goes around.
But we're specifically talking about the disabled van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
all
why
it
I need
is,
to go away and check,
if
'cause
you can go
that's
back,
not my
if you can go back,
forte, I'll have on it.
if you can
Yeah.
go back to
Maybe that
Brecon,
won't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just say, sure,
It's enforceable.
because we have an enforcement officer.
Okay. Yeah. But I'll put the polite notice on. I might have some time tomorrow to go at lunchtime or something. Yeah.
With the time that work with the enforcement officer who's in town, we said we couldn't do it.
No. But we can put a polite notice on and say, do you mind not parking there, please? And see what happens. Probably nothing, but you never know.
Can I leave the reply from Brecon that I got, and then at least you've got that. So,
Thank you.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
quite a bit of
okay.
information.
Yeah. Thanks, lovely, thank you.
Any other public participation? No. Oh, screen's on blank here. Right, item number 5, minutes of the Planning and Highways Committee meeting held on the 22nd of April 2024 for acceptance and approval. Anybody got a comment? No?
You're happy to.
Yeah, okay. Councillor Dale proposed, Councillor Tyler seconded. All in favour?
Unanimous.
Right, item 6, planning matters. Item A, planning applications agreed in response to maybe we've got nothing under that. Item B, planning application not yet due, reference 3PL 2024 0351F, Amber House Station Road in Attleborough, proposed storage building. I don't know if you're at the right place at the right time, sort of thing. So, no comments. No. Second one, item reference 3PL 2024 0385F, Westcar Industrial Estate, Industrial Units, Westcar Road, Great Ellingham, new industrial pole barn building to cover existing sites like the machinery. Again, I've got no words on that. The right sort of area. No comment again.
Just to mention before you make a decision or anything, that there was just a comment by Norfolk County Council. The proposal is to install a pole barn. While the existing access is substandard in terms of construction, however, as the information submitted does not envisage intensification of operational vehicle movement, an objection cannot be substantiated or condition recommended to improve the access. Nevertheless, he advises it would be beneficial to improve the access by providing an asphalt apron from the driveway connection with the carriageway up to the roadside boundary. So they've sort of got a little proviso there. Oh, sorry, it's a female. Rachel Line. Yeah.
Well, we could uphold
That's
that
just
comment.
technical.
Yes.
The concept or the principle.
Yeah.
Concerning the objection to principle, we could agree with that comment.
Yeah. Okay.
Third one, up reference 3PL 2024 0359 HOU, 1 Alexandra Way in Attleborough, proposed conversion of existing garage to family annex and series main dwelling. Again, no comment. Yeah, consistent with its, well, it's not putting a new building up anyway. And the final one, 3PL 2024 0366 HOU, 63 Queens Road, Attleborough, proposed single story rear extension. Again, I've got no comment with that. It's proportionate to the size of the existing dwelling. Okay. Moving on to item 7, street naming and numbering, Deafon Road, Stroke Hill Common, for consideration resolution. Something about this.
Yeah.
Some perceived confusion of road names.
Yeah.
Whether we hold any of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're just asking if you have any objections.
Can say we've not really got any authority on that anyway.
No.
Yeah, okay, we'll revert that back to highways then.
They have listened to our suggestions in the past, then.
Yes.
So.
I mean, if it makes things clear without so be it, but it's not maybe it's around, is it?
Unless you want to go to the Blue Peter competition.
Moving on to item 8, neighbourhood plan update, consideration resolution, anything to.
I've just got a meeting with the company, just a very casual meeting to sort of like set out a plan of action. That's on Wednesday. and also we do need to try and sort out a working group, but I think I'll wait until I've had that meeting and then I'll report back, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, so
Right, item 9, review of town hall in Queen Square, disabled parking in Attleborough. Consideration of resolution. This was to do with the taxi rank, wasn't it?
yeah, that was that item, yeah, so you sort of, we've got a little plan of action there, haven't we, as in,
Seems eminently good idea.
yeah, I think Tristan's going to go back to no, just by coincidence he was at this meeting and he's going to address this for Bretland. Sorry, it's the review of the town hall and Queen's. Sorry, this is a different one. Sorry. Review of town hall and Queen Square disabled parking. Sorry, already. So I think that Ed might lead on that with the car parking strategy. Yeah.
It seems a very sensible idea because we were just saying there's very little provision for disabled parking, and there's provision for 2 taxi spaces that are never used. So.
Yeah. So that's going to go on the car parking strategy.
Yeah.
But just to say that we had an email in, which is part of your papers, where a resident is asking us to look at, just to recap, the front of the town hall. We've got a taxi rank, and would it be more beneficial to have at least one disabled space there? Yeah, sorry. And yeah, and then Queen Square, there's also a proposal there, isn't there? But as you say, it'll go on to the ADP strategy. Both issues to be included.
Item 10, search for cemetery land quotations.
Yeah, okay, I'll get to those. So I've heavily researched companies. I only managed to get 2 quotes out of those companies, but I think I approached 2 or 3 others, and they didn't want to quote. So one company suggested that we should include it in the neighbourhood plan, but I think you decided at the last week that wasn't practical. So I've just sent you the paperwork now. We've got 2 quotes. They are quite similar. One is a total of £6,262.50 basic cost plus VAT. But when you actually look at what they're going to do, they are going to identify around 10 sites, they say, or with the money that we're paying them. But they don't really have any extra costs that come. So that's sort of like more or less the whole project. When you look at the second company, that's 7,650. But I did highlight that they are only basing theirs on 5 sites. And then if there are any extra meetings, they would charge them at £250 each. And then they would also be commissioning Plandersil to carry out site investigations. Site investigations usually start at 5,000 plus VAT. So I feel that CDS are offering the best value for now. They will do the best probably. Yeah, and so therefore I feel if I was going to recommend, I would recommend CDS. And also the other company say that they haven't got a particular strength in that field, whereas CDS set themselves up to do this very thing. So they've got much more background. And I have researched Banbury Town Council in Oxfordshire. If you look at CDS's website, they've got all these companies that recommend them. And I just phoned Banbury up and I said, what do you think of CDS? And they said they're absolutely marvellous.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why I feel very, sort of, I feel sort of.
I think at this stage it's initial destiny.
Yeah.
One is
that's to identify a couple of look at 10, identify 2 definite maybes, and then do.
Well, it might not even be 10. Might just be
yeah.
More likely.
So that's who I would recommend anyway.
Yeah, should we go for that?
Yeah.
I'd recommend that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There's
All agreed. Yeah.
3. Yeah. Thank you. That's unanimous. Yeah. That's great. Thank you.
Second public participation, nobody here now.
Unless Tristan wants to say anything.
Oh, yeah, I was a member of the public.
It's very true, very true.
It's true, yes, please do.
Item 12, items related to the agenda.
Yeah. We'll probably, will we put car park strategy on this planning committee or will we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should, shouldn't we? Keep a tab on it. Get that back
We'll
on.
probably discuss it in main council because there's the open space
Yeah,
committee and then there's planning highways. What's the,
yeah, okay.
Shall we go to the general purpose committee now?
Yeah.
well, that's also being discussed.
Yeah. And just to say that 31 Rye Lane, which was the one I think you mentioned, we weren't overly happy with the
Refused, wasn't
was
it?
on the road, that got refused, yeah.
Mm.
We didn't put any objections in formally, did we? But
No,
we
but you had a
discussed it,
reservation, yeah.
A bit crammed in.
Yeah, so they did refuse that after. That's it, brilliant.
Okay, draw the meeting to a close then, thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm outside, aren't they?
Yeah, everyone's really.